Hi. Where are we going today? Okay, that's about 30 minutes away. Any preference on route? Okay. Not a problem. It's been a slow night. Yes. I'm assuming this is home. Yes. Yes, no, I live locally too. About an hour away. Well, the cab takes you all over, you see. Oh, I'm James. Pleased to meet you. Yes. Same. Yeah. Yeah, it's a relaxing job, I suppose. You get some characters, as they say. But, largely you get to meet fascinating people. Yes. I've been driving about 10 or 12 years. About as long as I've been a cabbie. Yeah, I've passed my third time. Clearly driving took a while to sink in. Always found driving relaxing myself. And certainly if you're a passenger. Yeah. Do you drive? Okay, I see. Well, there's no shame in being too tired. That's why we exist. That's why we're here. Take some of the stress off your shoulders. You're more than welcome to go to sleep. Most people find the journey pretty relaxing. In fact, we've got a range of soundscapes and surround sound fitted in the cab for relaxation. Well, given the regularity by which passengers would fall asleep on journeys, it only seemed a polite thing to do to install some relaxation features. After all, we are in the hospitality business, and happy customers equal happy business. I know from myself when I was a child, I used to often fall asleep on the motorway, especially if it was raining. Just the low rumble of the car, the relaxing pitter-patter of the rain, really helped send me straight off to sleep. So you have a choice of 3 different soundscapes. I believe the first one is summer birds. Very pleasant. There's rain sounds, probably my personal favorite. And lastly, sounds of the ocean. This one always reminds me of home. Okay, you just let me know when you're ready and I will pop those on for you, okay? Good, okay. Yes, of course. So, have you always lived here? About 15 years myself. I'm 27. Yeah. It feels like just the other day that I was 18. Isn't it funny how, time seems to speed up as we get older? It feels like the initial years of our life just, I don't know, last a lifetime, and then as we get into our 20s, things just kind of seem to take everything at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Anyway, listen to me just rambling on. I do apologize. It's one of the many traits of being a cabbie, you see, just able to make continual conversation, even when it's not warranted. You don't mind, do you? So you're one of the nice ones. I can tell you they're not all as nice as you, my friend. So, have you done anything productive with your past year? It's been difficult, I'll give you that. You know what really helped me? Rediscovering old passions. Things I used to really enjoy, but lost, or, never went back to. Art and such. Yeah. Not so much the next Van Gogh, but I enjoy playing with a bit of clay every now and then. I enjoy painting. I like cooking. I'm not great at it. I wouldn't trust anything that I cook for you, but I enjoy the practice. What about you? What were your passions? Discovered anything new in the past year? Yeah. I like that, clearly it's been an awful time, but it's fun to take opportunities and try and make the best out of them, even if they don't seem like good opportunities on the surface. Who knows, maybe in a year, 2 years, you'll look back and say, that was a good turning point. I am happy that life pushed me in that direction. It was bad, it was terrible in some cases, but it forced me out of my comfort zone to do new things that I wouldn't usually do. Of course, yeah. It's really, I suppose it's been soul-searching to a degree. Stop me if I'm getting too philosophical, but, really get to find out who we are when all the luxuries are stripped back. And we just have ourselves, maybe our family if we're lucky, our thoughts. I struggled to sleep, really. I did, but I've invested in, I suppose I've invested in my bedtime. Sounds stupid, right? It just means getting a hold of your sleep. Making sure that you're not waking up after 4 hours and then that's you done. Lack of sleep can be so bad, but we don't even realize. In fact, I remember one study that said they showed a group of testers' faces. All the faces had different expressions, and then they got them to give feedback on what they saw. So if the face was happy, they said it was happy. If they said it was sad, they said it was sad. Obviously, faces are more nuanced than that. So they listed everything in between, and then they deprived them of sleep. Okay, so they only let them sleep for about 4 or 5 hours. Not good. Obviously, we know we feel bad when we don't sleep. We don't quite know why. So the next day, they do the test again, and they ask the testers to check the faces and respond to what they see, and give their best impression of what that person was feeling at the time. And lo and behold, they were unimpaired when it came to recognizing negative faces. In fact, that bit of the brain is fine when we don't sleep. It barely takes a hit. But what was problematic was trying to identify happy faces. This is where the contestants or testers fell down. They were unable to respond or make out happiness in the same way as when they just had 4 more hours sleep. Now, isn't that weird? We literally see the world in a more negative and sad way when we don't sleep. Again, stop me if I'm getting too philosophical, but I think it's important. It means how we sleep and how we take care of ourselves is directly involved with how we perceive the world around us, and I think that is something worth improving, don't you? I mean, on top of the other benefits, we're less hungry when we sleep more. We're obviously more energetic because our bodies have had a chance to recuperate. Of course, driving without sleep is incredibly bad, but I can tell you're rather tired. Do you get enough sleep? Have you taken any measures to improve your sleep? A better bed? Maybe relaxation? ASMR? Or anything like that? Oh, ASMR, good. I feel it's a little misunderstood ASMR personally, but those who know. And of course, it's always been about relaxation and, letting go of whatever's bothering you. At least it is for me. I know it's a rather personal thing, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I think it helps you keep a positive mental attitude. Now, positive doesn't always mean happy. That's something you find out the hard way. It's very hard to be happy every day, but if you can stay positive, or try and make things habitual that are good for you, then the benefits are endless. I've got to say, I'm looking forward to getting back to a gymnasium, lifting some weights, not in my front room. Of course you can get in shape at home, but it's not the same for me. I don't know, the gym was always like therapy for me. Similar to my bedtime routine. It was the yin and yang, kind of 2 parts of a pie that made up a positive mental attitude. Yes, well, of course it's never been more important to be healthy. But just try not to overlook your mental health, It's probably the most important thing of all. It's important to look after ourselves. And especially if we have demanding jobs, it can be so difficult to keep a track and just remember. You seem like the kind of person who puts everybody else before themselves. Yes, I'm familiar. My mother was like that. Yeah, I mean, of course some people enjoy making other people happy, which is fantastic. I feel the world would be a better place if more people were like that. But it's just important every now and then to stop and say, am I really paying enough attention to the basics? Am I eating okay? Am I sleeping okay? Am my relationship suffering as a result? Am I out of shape? Is that having a negative effect on my mental well-being? Now, of course, you don't have to listen to any of this. This is all just the inane ramblings of a late-night cabbie. But I feel like if you approach every situation with an openness and try and take something away from every encounter, it can only serve you well, right? I can tell you're the kind of person who is receptive to this. You can tell a lot about a person being cabbie, you know. Spend enough time with enough people every day, and people don't need to say much for you to get a good read of them. Who's gonna pay their fares? Who's not gonna pay? Who's gonna cause trouble? Who's gonna be fine? And, it's rather essential for me to be able to look someone up and down and quite quickly get an idea of what kind of impact they're going to have on my evening. You, I think you've had a positive effect. I mean, you don't know me, I don't know you, but isn't that the beauty of a cab ride? We don't have to. We just share a brief experience with a stranger, and then on your way, at your destination, exactly where you want it to be, and slightly poorer, but richer up here. Nearly home now. This looks like your street. Just pull into here, and okay. Okay. So that looks like £11.50. Cash or card? Okay, that's fine. Just pop it down there. Great, thank you. Just pop this here. Lovely. Hope you have a nice evening and a nice sleep. I'm sure I'll see you again at some point. Bye-bye. Bye.